While it isn't entirely fair, highly drafted players enter the NFL with high expectations. When those expectations aren't met right away, the term bust is commonly used. While some players never completely shed that label, others are able to do so before the end of their rookie contracts. So today, we'll look at 5 young players in their second and third seasons who appear to be on their way into the bust category. We'll go over their early struggles and how they plan to turn things around in 2021-22. At number 5, Marquise Brown, wide receiver for the Baltimore Ravens. Being the first player off the board at a position usually sets a high standard. Not only are such players scrutinized, but they are constantly compared to players in the same position drafted after them. Marquise Brown, a former Oklahoma wideout, was selected by the Baltimore Ravens with the 25th overall pick in the 2019 NFL Draft. While Brown showed big playability in his first 2 NFL seasons, he never lived up to his number 1 potential of later picks like Deebo Samuel, A.J. Brown, and DK Metcalf. Brown had 584 yards and 7 touchdowns as a rookie and 769 yards and 8 touchdowns in 2020. In Baltimore's run-heavy offense, those are respectable numbers, but tight end Mark Andrews was Lamar Jackson's primary target, not Brown. Despite missing Week 11, Brown is on pace for 80 receptions, 1,111 yards, and 9 touchdowns. Those are the kind of numbers that fans would expect from the first receiver selected in a draft. At number 4, A.J. Dillon, the Green Bay Packers running back. To be fair, Green Bay Packers running back A.J. Dillon was viewed as a waste of a first-round pick rather than a bust. Last season, the 2020 second-round rookie had only 46 carries while playing behind starter Aaron Jones and Jamal Williams. With those two on the roster and a little reliable receiver depth behind Devontae Adams for Aaron Rodgers to work with, the choice was widely panned. This year's decision looks a lot better, especially with Jones out with an MCL sprain. Williams left in free agency, giving Dillon the opportunity to prove his worth before Week 11. And the Boston College product has been exceptional. At number 3, Rashan Gary, a Green Bay Packers edge. Rashan Gary, the Packers pass rusher, was thrust into a situation that did not allow him to flourish early. Just like Dillon, Green Bay signed free agents Zadarius Smith and Preston Smith in 2019, and it then selected the former Michigan standout with the 12th overall pick. Surprisingly, the Smiths kept Gary on the bench during his rookie year. He had 2 sacks, but he only played 24% of the defensive snaps. Gary played 48% of the snaps in 2020, but only had 5 sacks and 19 QB pressures. Gary has had a chance to shine in year 3 because Zadarius Smith has been sidelined due to back surgery. Gary has proven that he can be a top-tier pass rusher, amassing 5.5 sacks and 25 quarterback pressures in his first 10 weeks. At number 2, Isaiah Simmons, linebacker for the Arizona Cardinals. When the Arizona Cardinals selected former Clemson defender Isaiah Simmons 8th overall in 2020, the expectation was that they would be adding a premier linebacker safety hybrid to their roster. Quote, he can handle zone or man coverage from a variety of spots on the field, which gives defensive coordinators a chance to distinguish blitz packages and exotic post-snap looks, NFL Media's Lance Zierlein wrote. Simmons, on the other hand, was a letdown in his first year, particularly in terms of coverage. After starting the first 4 games of the season, Simmons only started 3 more games and played more than 55% of the snaps in only 2 of them. He allowed an opposing passer rating of 102.0, which was not bad, but it was not what was expected. Simmons, on the other hand, has been a thorn in Arizona's defense this season. Simmons has only played 93% of the defensive snaps entering Week 11 and has 67 tackles, 3 forced fumbles, 4 passes defended, and an interception. And finally, at number 1, Cincinnati Bengals left tackle Jonah Williams. It's an unjust part of the NFL development process, but injuries can lead to a player being labeled as a bust. Injuries are usually beyond a player's control, but availability is a huge advantage. This is especially true when a prospect is selected as a franchise left tackle. The Cincinnati Bengals selected former Alabama offensive lineman Jonah Williams with the 11th overall pick in 2019. After undergoing surgery to repair a torn labrum, he missed the entire rookie season. Williams returned to the field in 2020, but injuries hampered him once more. He made 10 starts before being placed on an injured reserve due to a knee injury. Williams has been a valuable member of the Bengals' offensive line in 2021 after regaining his health. He played 100% of the offensive snaps entering Week 11, and he's been most effective in pass protection. Well guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Sport Inc., and ring that notification bell so that you never miss a video. Thanks for watching, I'll see you guys next time.